everybody, Rusted Ground here, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out Tower Dominion. This is a game that I got as part of a bundle and I just haven't been able to put down. I've played it for over 45 hours at the time of recording and I just had to make a video and share it with you. So, Tower Dominion is a tower defense roguelike that has some very well fleshed out mechanics, and the way they are implemented, it really makes for a super fun and highly replayable experience. To start off, you have 3 unique factions to choose from when you start a new game. Each faction has its own attributes, a unique base, and 10 different commanders to choose from. Also, each commander comes with 2 different properties which will help make every run different. But that is not the only thing that will help with variety. There are several progression mechanics that also bring something new to the table. First off, each building you put on the battlefield, including your own base, has a progression system. This is made up of 3 levels, each offering a choice between 2 upgrades. This allows you to decide what you want to do with the building, what would it be the best placement for the building, and what is its functionality. Just to give you a quick example, your basic tower building can be either designated to detect invisible enemies or to offer support for your main base, or it can actually be a combination of the 2. And every building has this type of combinations, which gives the game a lot of variety. Depending on where you decide to build on the battlefield, the same building will have different uses. On top of that, you also get to implement doctrines. These are this game's version of buffs. These doctrines can have a permanent or a one-off use. Some of the doctrines that have permanent uses are the ones that, for example, decrease the cost of certain buildings or increase the damage, and so on. While the doctrines that are a one-off type deal are the ones that basically let you get a set number of resources on that turn, for example. Both the doctrines and the buildings are given to you in a standard roguelike way. At the end of every turn, you have to choose between 3 options, and there is always this balance that you need to look out for between having available buildings to put down and having the right doctrines in place to make your life easier. But that's not all when it comes to systems. Tower Dominion also has a battlefield customization system. What this translates to is every 2 turns, or waves, you will get to place down a map tile. You have the option to re-roll the map tile if you have enough resources, and thus create a layout that works best for you. The map tiles you put down can also offer additional resources in the form of unique buildings that need to be activated in order to avail of their properties. The last thing I want to mention are the enemies. There isn't that much variety when it comes to enemies, but it is enough to make each run fun. Every 10 turns or so, another set of enemies is revealed to the player, each with their own strengths and weaknesses, and there are also specific enemies that only show up in the Endless mode. The Endless mode can be activated at the end of every run. What I mean by that is that depending on which difficulty you choose at the start of the game, you will have a set number of waves. The highest difficulty has a set number of 35 waves, and after that, if you decide to continue, at waves 38, 42 and 46, you will get tougher and tougher mobs to spawn. I personally only made it to wave 46 thus far in my runs, and I have to say that there is a big jump in the difficulty of the mobs at turn 46. I have seen on the game Discord, however, that there are a lot of people that have managed to go well past that wave, so it is possible, and this is something that I'm trying to do now, see how far I can go beyond wave 46. Anyway, that's all I wanted to share about this game. Like I said at the beginning of the video, this was a very random pick on my side, and it turned out to be an amazing little game. If you want to get it yourselves, the game is €17 on Steam, you can find the link in the description. But you can also get it bundled with other games, which is the way I got it for cheaper. Even at that price point, however, I think this game is well worth it, and I'm really glad I got it. That's it from me on this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much for sticking around until the end. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. It would really help me out a lot. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.